So today we are going to discuss about the difference between electronegativity and electron affinity. Both words look similar, but let's see what is the difference between these two words. First of all, you should know that when a reaction takes place, they can either release energy or they can either absorb energy. If the energy is released during a reaction, we call them exothermic reactions. So in exothermic reactions, really reactants will lose certain amount of energy and they will form products. And obviously, when the reactant lose energy, obviously product should have less energy than the reactant. And if you go for an endothermic reaction, reactant absorbs certain amount of energy, they produce products. So since reactant absorb energy, product should have more energy than the reactors. And when you consider these two products, and we can say that the product in exothermic reaction, so which means the products where they have less amount of energy, they are stable than the product which has great amount of energy. So another concept you should know is if the energy is less, which is stable, if the energy is more, it is unstable. So I'll explain this one using this example. Now here you can see on top of a mountain there's a rock. And if you take this rock, obviously you know that this rock is unstable. So you can place this rock in two different places. One is on the top of the mountain, and according to physics you know that that one has greater potential energy. And obviously you know that this rock is unstable when it is on the top of the mountain. But if the rock is at the bottom on the ground level, and you know it has low potential energy and that rock is stable. So which means that anything which has low energy is much more stable than anything which has great energy. So obviously the second point you know that is higher energy it's unstable, less energy it is stable. Okay, let's go of this one. Right. Let's take like most of you like Ferrari cars, right? So even I like Ferrari. So that's it. So same way, if you take an atom, they like electrons. This likeness, you didn't get it, right? You just like your Ferrari. Sometimes you can't afford Ferrari, but still you like it. Same way, sometimes atoms even they can't get electrons, but they likes electrons. This likeness is called what? Electronegativity. Electronegativity is just about the likeness towards electrons. But the definition is a bit advanced. I don't know, but it's the same thing. So the definition says that electronegativity is the tendency of an atom to attract a shared pair of electrons towards itself. You know that when they form covalent bond, this is hydrogen atom, this is chlorine atom, they are forming covalent bond. Covalent bond means sharing electrons. When they share electron, but still they like electrons, that means they have some attraction towards electrons. That's what we call electronegativity. Alright, let's take the same example. Let's assume that today is your birthday and your father bought you a brand new Ferrari. He says, this is your birthday gift. What will happen to you? That will be the most amazing moment in your life. You'll go crazy. You will share your happiness everywhere. You will jump up and down. You will sing. That means you are releasing your happiness outside. But because why is that? Because you got Ferrari. Same way, atoms they like electrons. But what will happen if they really get the electrons? And this atom it gets the electron, what will happen? Atom will also be happy, it will spread its happiness. How is spread happiness? Because when you are getting electron you become a little bit stable. So obviously when you become stable you are going to spread it by releasing energy. The amount of energy released by the atom tells that how happy this atom is, or like how stable this atom is. That amount of energy is going to release, we call it electron affinity. So electron affinity, the definition says that the energy change when 1 mole of electron is gained by 1 mole of gaseous atoms forming uninegative gaseous ions. It looks a little bit advanced, but it's pretty simple. It says that when atom gets electron, it's become happy, it releases its happiness as energy because it's going to become stable. The amount of energy released, we call it electron affinity. Right. So now you have a rough idea. What is the difference between electronegativity? It's like just like your likeness. What is electron affinity? When you really get it, how much you are going to be happy. Thank you very much.